So the point we're at in this nursery build is we've done the feature wall, we've pretty much decorated everything other than inside of the wardrobe, which is going to get painted once the wardrobe's in. We've done the flooring, the skirting boards, everything's decorated. We've done the drawers, like I said, the feature wall. So we're basically at a point where it's like a finished room pretty much. Obviously, one of the main things of the nursery is going to be the cot. So the cot's going to go along this wall here. So we got a cot off of a friend, I think it was, of my sister. So we got that second hand. It's in pretty much as new condition. So I'm going to have to stop myself there. It turns out the cot we bought wasn't in great condition. It was pretty weak and flimsy, and it was also covered in splits and cracks that weren't exactly baby safe. It was also a cot bed, which is bigger, and it was just a bit too big for this room, so it was going to need cutting down. And when I cut the side panel down especially, it just revealed more splits and cracks. So after filming half of this video, I decided I would make a full new cot that was much stronger. It looks nicer, and it obviously fits in the look of this room much better than the other one. It's been a few days now, but I've been to B&Q and I've got the 18mm MDF. I just got them to cut it on their saw, which is obviously handy. And you can see how much smaller the cot's going to be. So these are going to be the end panels, and I'm just going to router them to have a chamfered edge and sand them and paint them and all that good stuff. So the first thing I need to do is I need to mark these holes up that the fixings are going to go into, because we're using the same fixings and using the same like uprights and the bed slat part. That's the end panels all marked up, and now I just need to mark these, and I'll go down and cut them. It turns out these side pieces of this cot are kind of more knackered than I thought. They've got a few splits in, and as soon as I drilled into the ends to put the new fastenings in, they just sort of turned to mush and split. So you can probably tell from my face and the dust all over me that I decided to make some new pieces for the sides. So I've sort of fabricated these pieces, and I've used the same spacings and stuff, but I've made the bars slightly thicker so they're nice and strong. This is just 18mm MDF. I made these pieces by cutting out the MDF, and then I made a router template jig to cut out each of the slats. I checked the regulations for the spacings just to make sure all of the gaps were okay. And then I used a straight cutting bit on the router to cut them out. This was definitely one of the dustiest jobs I've ever done. The reason one of the sides is painted grey is because I reused the old cupboard door, which was almost the exact size that I needed. The router jig was just a basic template to run around, and I just marked out the spacings in Sharpie and moved along after each cut.
With everything cut, I just needed to round the edges over to lose the sharp corners.
So now these pieces are made and all rounded over and all looking all nice, it's time to assemble it all. So the only difference now from the original cot is the base is still going to be adjustable between the two heights, but instead of using these like bolts that go into these pieces, that was the original fixings, they'll still get used in the platform part of the bed where the slats are, but the sides are just going to be just screwed on with 3 screws on the sides, and yeah, that'll just be a permanent fixture. So I'm going to get it back together now. I have done a little test fit before I did all the machining, just to make sure that everything obviously did fit together and it's nice and sturdy. So I'll get this back together and then it's just a coat of paint and then it'll be done. Well, coat of paint and then leave it to dry and then varnish it, then it'll be done.
I decided, since I'd pretty much rebuilt the whole cot, that I should improve it further by adding a drawer underneath. This was just a simple MDF box that's on casters to roll along the floor. I didn't use drawer runners for this because the cot's adjustable, and when it's in the higher position at first, the drawer would look weird just sat underneath. So I made it removable, and then this can slot under the spare bed until the cot gets lowered back down again. As always, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next one.